second. All right, let's try that again. 3, 2, 1. Okay. As you can see, I got my lights up, but I also bought 2 little light sources into the side, which I will turn on now. There we go. And I will synchronize them if I can. There we go. Something new here. But that's not what I'm going to show you. What I'm showing you right now is all the primed parts that make up the MegaScale Zaku 2. And I got to review this. Something like this was easy to do because it's a flat surface. But when I was spray painting and I passed my fingers over it, I felt a little bit of, I guess, little residues, maybe from the airbrush, maybe from the primer. So what I ended up doing was I pulled out the sanding block here, this very fine sanding block, and began not, you know, going crazy, go to town with it, but just a nice little sand down a bit, clean it up, remove whatever particles that's there, and it came out pretty well. So that's okay. The part that had the seam line in the middle that you see there is gone, except there's that little notch there, but I think I can get away with that. That one's fine. This one's the crotch part area. That's good. Simple cleanup. Not bad. The waist part. Remember, you do this just to see if you miss something, if it needs to be resanded down, reprimed. I don't know yet. But let me focus on the ones that I know I'm going to have problems with. Let's look at this part here. There is no scarring. I mean, no, sorry, that's a lie. There is scarring of the sanding. Makes you want to resand it again. Do I have enough? You know what? My other lamp is pointing the other way. There we go. And I remembered I touched up there. I put putty there. That looks good. Coming around here, there is the marking of the putty there, but you don't see the seam line. For something like this, I'm tempted to getting the 240 grit sanding sponge. Here we go, and just, you know, begin cleaning this up a bit, which is, I'm doing it light now. And maybe when I reprime it again, it'll be a little more smoother. There's no line there, so that's fine. This will be a retouch up once I finish cleaning it up. I did show up the other arm, and that one has a very fainted look there of the primer, of the seam line. You know, you have to think about, what are you going to do there? Is that going to be, am I going to waste my time on that? Who knows? Let's see what happens. This is the one part that I think I was going to have a bit of a problem. This is the umbilical, but from the side. These two I didn't have to worry about. I'm sorry, I believe these three, it's, or no, here. It's this two and this two. And zooming in a bit, or focusing. Yeah, that did a pretty good job there. That looked good. I'm not worried about the inside because you're not going to see that much of the inside. It's more on the outside. And the internal is fine. Let me look at the head umbilicals. Yeah, looks good. The inside will show a little bit, unless you want to really see it from the inside. That's good. Let's look at the other one now. Good. There's a bit of scarring here. That needs to be cleaned. That's actually one of the separate parts that is, you know, that was one mold. But everything else looks good. That can be cleaned. Sanded down, cleaned, reprimed. Good. Here's the other one. See, like right there. That needs to be cleaned. That needs to be cleaned. What I'm going to do, because I have the 1/400 grit paper, I'm going to fold it and then sand it on from the inside and get that cleaned up. All right, so you know what? Let me put the parts to the side that I'm going to sand down. Okay, put it right here, and then I'll get to them later on. What was another one that I was working on that took a lot of my time? Oh, yeah, the feet. Now, this is the one where I actually created the connection, but the connection popped. I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to paint it, I'm going to glue it on, and it'll be done. That's it. However, as you can see there, it still shows off a little bit of that, and that's gonna piss me off. So I'm gonna resand this down. I'm gonna get the putty, reputty it, and resand it again. Back part barely even noticeable. And considering the fact that the entire leg part is gonna go right over it, you're not gonna see it anyway. So that's to be cleaned up. Let's get the other foot. Actually, no, let's get the top part of the foot. Let me just bring this back a bit so it's easier for you guys to see. There is a little bit there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sand it down. But it came out good on the top part. Unfortunately, it would have been great if that was up here, not here, but I'm gonna do the both, both ends. What about you? Oh, you're perfect. You're absolutely perfect. Good. Let's get the other foot. See, that's good. Even though there's a little scarring there, I may want to end up sanding that part down, but other than that, you can barely see it. There's that little notch there. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Everything else looks okay. This is the part that actually came off from the other thing. Again, I'm going to sand this down, glue it on when I'm done painting it. Get that done. Here's the other umbilicals. And this one, let's see here. That's good. Okay, see, there's that. There's that. There's one right there. There's one there. Everything looks good. Just a few areas. There's one right there. There's only a few areas that need to be done. Obviously, you need to work on the bottom part. Barely can see anything there, but that's good. That's so far so good. What else do I have to deal with? We did that. I think we got everything. Yeah, I think we got everything. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about this, I really don't want to do it, but I guess I have no choice. That's going to have to be cleaned up too. Some of the parts back here are good. I didn't see... I don't see anything wrong. The only difference is, though, and there is one thing. One of the parts is missing, and that's the elbow part, which I think it must have fell. And I have a bit of a mess on the ground, which I need to take care of. Oh, that's right. We're not done yet. Whoops. We are not done yet. And I'm going to put you over there to the list of parts that needs to be cleaned up. The feet. The legs, that is. Sorry, we did the feet. You see... You see kind of the shadow of the separation. And I can live with that. This one's okay. The detail that I did here, that came out good. Back here, that's fine. And down here is fine. The only difference is that you have this scarring. And I'm gonna probably end up taking the 240 and then taking the 400 to smooth it out and get rid of that scarring that's there. I primed the inside because I didn't want that green to be showing up on, on the other side. There was scarring here that needs to clean up. Okay, so clearly that needs to be cleaned up. What about you? This one's, kind of perfect. I'm going to see what I can do to take care of that. And over here, yep, that's gone. There is a bit of a, yeah, you could see it there too. Well, I have to say, this kit, it's making me do a workout with me sanding and cleaning and detailing up. I was hoping, obviously we're in this first week of October. We're not done, September, that is, sorry. First week of September. We're not done yet, and I'm hoping to get this kit done by the end of this month. I was gonna stop and work on another kit, but no, I gotta finish this. This has to be done. I don't like to do something half-ass and then later on I forget about it, like other kits that I've forgotten to finish. If anybody remembers. Okay, I also forgot about this one as well. This one was the seam line that goes right down the middle there, and that's taken care of. There is a bit scarring, but I think that's fine. That's okay. Back here is okay, and of course I masked off this entire area. So I think what I'm gonna probably do before I lose my mind with more sanding, I'm going to work on the darker parts first. Work on the joints, get those out of the way. Work on the hands, work on the oh yeah, that's right, I forgot about this, the big hockey puck that's in here. This one has a lot of weight here. Painting it the darker color, maybe painting the details inside. Get the joint parts done first. Then as I relax and put those parts away after it's been painted and top coated, then I'll work on the other parts as well. I think the last thing I'm gonna not paint on camera, and I'm gonna leave it alone, would be the weaponry. The weaponry can wait. I will definitely do maybe like one of the sword, like the heat hawk and maybe the machine gun, but the bazooka is the one that's going to take a lot of time on me. And you know what? I know that I mentioned about the making the missile pack on the legs. I'm gonna not do that now. I'll leave that. I mean, I have a lot of time. This is gonna be for next year anyway, for MosquitoCon. But I'm gonna take my time. I want to build the overall kit first. Then we'll get to the weaponry, and then we'll get that done completely. So, yeah, this has been pretty good so far. We're clearly not done yet, because obviously once we finish priming it, we want to paint it, and then the overall color will be all white. But I want to give it that dirty white, that pre-shading white, that white ogre white. So stay tuned for that.